it to me like Joanna.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jaleesa. I hope that you enjoy your time here with us. And if you do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and that will let you know every single time I post a video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I retighten my hair. Right now, my hair is freshly retightened, as you can see. So, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I use first, and then I'll get into actually retightening my hair. So, the first thing I do when I am retightening my hair is I cleanse my hair. I wash my hair with shampoo. I think it's very important to retighten your hair on clean hair. Sometimes it's not like immediately clean hair, but majority clean hair, because you don't want to interlock that buildup in dirt into your locks. So I like to do it on freshly washed hair. My retightening, normally it should take me about a week to do, but I always end up taking like 2 to 3 weeks to do it. It should not take me that long, but I get busy and then I just do the important parts. Like I do the front and like the back so I can put it up, but I don't do like the middle. But yeah, so the first thing I do is I wash my hair, and the shampoo that I use is I prefer to use Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 shampoo, simply because I do get a little bit of dandruff here and there, so that kind of helps to subside that. But I also just use any regular shampoo, preferably a moisturizing shampoo, because I feel like my hair gets really dry really fast, so I don't need a shampoo that's going to completely strip my hair. Something that's going to clean it but not leave it too stripped. And as of recently, I did start using conditioner. If you've already been subscribed here, you know at first I wasn't using conditioner, but now I am. But I will be talking a little bit more about that in my 9-month lock update, and that's going to be coming up at the end of this month, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the tools that I use to retighten my hair. So I do not use gels except for on my edges. But other than that, I don't use gel on my actual locks. So what I do is I keep a spray bottle handy if I am not doing it on freshly washed hair. Like maybe I'm doing it the next day. I keep the spray bottle just to make sure that my hair is damp. But if I'm doing it on freshly washed hair, I don't really need to spray my hair unless when I start getting to parts that are starting to dry. So I don't spray the whole lock. I just spray the roots of my lock where I'm going to be retightening. And then I take my oil mix, which is in this contact solution bottle, but it's just a mixture of oils. I'll link them below. Not link them. I'll tell you what is in my oil mix below in my description box. So yeah, so that's what I do, and I just put that on my scalp. Normally when I freshly wash my hair, I oil my scalp anyway, but as I'm retightening, I may take a little bit more oil if I'm dealing with a lock that maybe has a lot of crosshairs going on. You'll see that coming up in the video as I'm retightening my hair. And then to actually retighten my hair, I use a knitting needle. So let me get close so you guys can see what this looks like. And this needle I got from Walmart. It is a regular knitting needle. So I'll try to find it online, and if I do, I'll link it below in the description box so that you guys know what I'm talking about. I am thinking about getting a new one a bigger one, because now that my locks are maturing, I can't get my hair or the lock through this little hole anymore. So I'm going to have to find one with a bigger needle eye. It's called needle eye? Yes. One with a bigger needle eye so that I can fit my lock in it. And then for my crochet hook, I did use this at the beginning. So in the cases where I cannot fit my lock through this, I use my crochet hook. However, to me, this is more efficient. With the crochet hook, I have to go in, come out, go in, come out, go in, come out. So it's a lot more time consuming. While with this, it's just straight shot, which you guys will see coming up in the video. And then I use my sectioning clips. So these are the clips that I used to use when I had my first lock journey. And yes, this is my second set of locks. So if you want to check out my initial lock journey, from start to finish. It's going to be linked in the iCards above. It's going to be on this side. It's going to be linked in the iCards above. So these are the retwist clips that I used back then. So now I just use it to separate the lock. So if I'm working on a lock, I'll use this to clip away the other locks so that they don't get tangled up in it, which is very important, especially when you're retightening yourself, because sometimes you'll end up going into another lock and pulling hair from that. So it's very important to section the lock off completely and clip it away so that no extra strands get in the way while you're retightening. Okay, so in this next clip, you're going to actually see me retightening my hair. I shot this portion of the video about 2 or 3 days ago. I can't remember exactly. And as you can see in the video, the very top portion of my hair is not retightened. So that's what I'm going to show you. And I'm going to be discussing what I'm doing, how am I doing it, and why I'm doing it. So let's get into the retightening portion of the video. Okay, so now you guys are all up in my scalp, okay? So like I said, I washed my hair right before I did this, so it's still a little damp, and I am going to start with the front just because I am on camera with you guys and I want to show you how bad my roots are matted and what not to do. Do not let your hair get to this point. So what I'm going to do is even though it's damp, I'm going to spray the scalp. I'm going to take my oil and I'm going to put it down in that crevice. I'm going to rub it in. And then I am going to find the locks that I am trying to retighten. And if you are anti-popping locks, well, this video may not be for you. These two locks have decided that they wanted to be in a committed relationship. And this is what happens when you do not retwist when you're supposed to, because this one seems to be the leader of the relationship. So, oh, there we go. All I'm doing is using this clip to kind of part off where the hairs are supposed to go. You can use your finger. And so this is what this lock looked like before it decided to get into a relationship with that other lock. So as you can see, all of this is out. All of this is out. So we're going to put her back into this lock before I retighten it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist her back into this lock. And I'm going to twist until it goes all the way down, and I'm going to rub it together just to make sure that the hair is on the lock and it stays on the lock as I am retightening. So I use a 4-point rotation, and just a little bit to talk about what rotations are. I know you can't see my face, but you can hear my voice. There are different point rotations. So you have your 4-point, your 3-point, and your 2-point rotation. The 4-point rotation is you going around the entire clock. So you go from 12 to 6, 3 to 9, 6 to 12, and 9 to 3. And I'll have a little diagram on the screen so you guys can see the clock and know exactly what I'm talking about. So that is a rotation I use, and through my research I found that rotation is going to give you a more well-rounded lock, and it's going to give you a fuller lock. What I'm going to do is I am going to show you how I do my rotation. So you're going to go from the front to the back, and what you're going to do is you're going to push down to make sure you're at the bottom of the lock, and then I'm going to go from the bottom up. Oh, I hope you can see, from the bottom up, and then I'm going to go from the back to the front. And then I'm going to go from the top to the bottom. And each time I'm pushing down to make sure that I'm getting to the very bottom, because you don't want holes in your locks. So there you go. And I'm going to repeat that until I think it is close enough to my scalp. So front to back. bottom to top, back to front, and top to bottom. So now you see what I do to retighten my hair. Obviously, this is the finished product. I will come in closer and see if I can show you guys exactly what it looks like. So, this is what the finished product looks like. Nice and neat and stuff. And like I said, these ones are a little bit older, but you can still see that they're nice and neat. And I do not, as you can see, I don't pull in my edges that much. So yeah, this is how my hair looks when it's freshly retightened. And it feels so good. Okay, so that is the end of this video. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to leave them below in the description box. So maybe in my next retightening, I'll come on and I'll talk about any of the questions that people had in the description box for me. If you have any tips for me, please leave them below in the description box. I don't know everything, and I want this to be a community where we discuss our locks and we talk about what we do, what we don't do, why we do it, why we don't do it, so that we can learn from each other. So be sure to leave comments below in the comment section. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you are subscribed, make sure you turn on that notification. It's a bell right next to the subscribe button, and you'll get notified every single time I post a video. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.